fourth down, the final play.
Here we go.
They can stick it in the end zone. Dorsey under pressure, throws it. Incomplete. The Buckeyes win. Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got an opening. Elliott off to the races. Can they catch him?
Feature the two backs as receivers, and now a downfield shot on first down for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. Making the Judkins again, and there is Smith running free, breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards. Pressure comes. Shaw, knock it out, and picks it up. Jack Shaw coming down the sidelines. Ohio State scoop and score and dagger from 82 yards.
Here they come.
Heavy pressure. Howard delivers downfield. It's Smith. He's got it. Jeremiah Smith. 2025 college football national champion Coach Ryan Day and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Welcome in, Buckeye backers. We are bringing it to you live from Seattle, Washington, to the cornfields of Enid, Ohio. We are the pulse of Buckeye fans across the nation, with Seattle Matt and Buckeye Steve. Welcome in, Buckeye backers. There's been so much good news on the Ohio State side of things. Unfortunately, we have to start off with the bad news for the guys up north, right? My goodness, did that escalate quickly. That escalated really quickly. It went from Sherrone Moore's fired, which is crazy news in and of itself. And Dave Portnoy's out there like, oh, yeah, we don't accept 9-3 teams. We're fighting for championship. Little does he know.
Saw that.
Does he know. Holy hell, what happened? Cody, you kind of have the official what has actually happened and been reported. So state that, and then we can get into all the, underground news and gossip and rumors.
Yeah. So it was originally reported that they were going to fire Coach Moore after a 9-3 season. It was, to me, it was surprising because I thought, that's a building block. They have this young quarterback that they trust. That would be kind of weird. And then it drops that he had relations with a Michigan staffer.
Whoops.
Okay. That's code of conduct. You can't do that. You're probably going to get fired. Then it was rumored, it was alleged that he was booked into a county jail, and that he had allegedly, I say allegedly, held his mistress at gunpoint, threatened to turn the gun on himself. That's all rumors.
Yes.
None of that's confirmed. So,
but it is confirmed now that he was booked into a jail.
Correct.
Detained initially. This is just one scandal after another for this program. I mean, it is. I don't know if you have that too. How many staffers from Jim Harbaugh's time till now have been arrested or kicked out of college football completely? 7
staffers have been arrested, and 4 have been banned for rule violations. 11 total.
And there's a lot of tweets out there. Finally, Michigan's gonna get in trouble for cheating. Finally.
The worst part about this is all the Wolverine fans are happy. They're happy he's fired.
Right, because more.
That's the only thing that sucks about this.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
But if they end up with this guy as their head coach or somebody worse, they'll be in instant misery. So
listen, how do you go from a guy that cheated on his wife to a guy that killed a kid because he made him
fits right in,
record practice in hazardous weather?
He fits right in.
That would be insane.
Garbage person for a garbage program.
Okay, Listen, Michigan fans can be happy all they want, but for the university, for these PR people, for the sports information director, wow, this is an insane shitstorm to deal with.
How does Norm Manuel keep a job?
how do they get through this? Like, this is the worst of the worst possible things you can think of. Maybe not the worst of worst. It could have been, the whole scandal at Penn State from years past. But
you had a pedophile on staff and media members kept it under wraps. You had twice with stuff that FBI came after him for, and now you have the whole cheating scandal, which has a bunch of different layers to it. And then you have this. I'm probably missing something. There's been it's hard.
Well, you also had the other guy that got caught on To Catch a Predator.
He mentioned that, I think.
Oh, did?
That was Alex Yu. They got him out of Walmart. Yeah.
And
then all the media members knew about it and kept it under wraps because they didn't want it to screw over Michigan. But I mean, you name it, they've done it to this point. What's the next episode like?
I had heard several reports of this, which I find crazy.
Zero shot that happens.
I don't know. The reports are that DeBoer doesn't necessarily love it in Alabama. Who knows? But I don't know why you would leave there, especially making the college football playoff and where you're at right now. I think he has a chance to build something there.
Yeah, you're in a better spot at Alabama right now than you would be in Team Up North because the culture up there is a dumpster fire right now. It's awful. I've had Wolverine fans telling me that it's not, but it is.
Are we implying that maybe the standards up north aren't quite what they are down here at Ohio State?
No, we're saying it. We're not implying it.
We're coming out saying it.
We are coming out directly and very much saying yes. Not up to the guys that preach on the field, that have baptized, that have used their ice bucket baths as baptismals, that have led prayer groups.
But Cody, Jordan Marshall said the week of the game that he chose them because he wanted to be around better people.
That is the worst timed quote
of all time.
That's insane.
Yeah, that did not age well is
pretty
bad. And it was reported that this happened a while ago, so he might have known about that
since at least October. I've seen.
Yeah, so he might have known about that.
Man, is it great to be a Buckeye or what?
They've let him coach since then, and they purposely waited until after National Signing Day to do anything about it. If he beats Ohio State, this is under the rug, and they forget about it.
You know what the biggest part of this is? Watch the transfer portal. That is going to be huge.
I've already heard at least one recruit has made a call to Ohio State.
Really? That I have not heard. But, I mean, the whole rumor with Bryce Underwood, why not go chase after? I mean, it might have even been there with Lane Kiffin being at LSU now.
Lane Kiffin should be giving him a call immediately.
I'm sure.
Bryce Underwood needs to leave.
There's probably already been a connection there somewhere. I would imagine.
Kiffin, he quote tweeted a tweet from Portnoy and said,
did he?
He said we should team up at LSU or something like that.
Like switch your allegiance to LSU. We'd be unstoppable.
So I don't think he's leaving. But
do you think that Ward Emanuel gets fired in 72 hours? I think that's
I would hope
possibility.
So. He has to be.
And while we're on the topic, I want to my prayers go out to the Moore family.
For sure.
Terrible situation. Terrible.
Absolutely.
And my prayers only go out to the wife and kids. Screw Sherrone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct. Well, if he went off the deep end and was saying what we've read about and what we've seen, then you got to get a prayer for him too, because something's really wrong. Yeah. Mentally.
Made his own bed, laying it.
Well, yeah, you still got to deal with the consequences, but you still don't.
Hopefully, don't put that chick you slept with in jeopardy. But he'll be in a prison cell for that for a little bit. So,
man, this is pure off-season news, man. We still got a college football playoff to talk about. I don't even know where to go from here. That's a crazy situation and unfolded so quickly Wow.
Honestly, the funniest part about this is Wolverine fans thinking they have a chance at certain coaches like Cignetti, who has literally been on record saying, "I'm going to retire at Indiana."
Who just won a Big Ten championship.
Yeah, they would have to
the
pay like over $100 million to even consider getting him because of his buyout at Indiana. Just
So you guys are all talking about us getting their recruits. Honestly, with what's been going on up there, I'm not sure if those guys are going to fit our culture or not. I mean, it's that bad.
There's at least one that we could take.
Yeah,
we would.
But is this guy going to fit into Ohio State's culture? Because man, there's some bad stuff that keeps flowing through that university, and it is a trail.
We'll do a trade.
Most of it's coaches, though. I mean, the players haven't really done anything.
Tony Alford and Kerry Combs for one of their players.
Yeah, they just hired Kerry Combs too.
I feel bad for him, man.
Karma.
That'll be the trade.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him. If someone's going to hire him as a special teams coach, go for it. But
traitor.
I don't think I could have done it.
Traitor.
But to each their own. Jed Fish. There's possibilities of Joe Brady. Temple of Brutus is throwing out all kinds of stuff. Who knows? But again, Mr. Bucknuts, it's great to be a Buckeye. Wow, could things be worse for us? They are so good. I mean, coming off.
They have at some point in the last 15 years. There's been some rough spots for sure.
So because you two didn't get a chance to really talk about it, let's switch over to the Big Ten championship. What do you think happened? Was it just a little bit? We'll touch on it. Do you think it was partly because they got over that hump with Michigan? They finally solved that. They feel good about themselves. Things are better. And kind of a letdown by both the coaches and the players, where they just felt accomplished and they didn't really feel like they needed to win this game. And it wasn't really as kind of on their radar as Michigan was. Like, once you accomplish something, it's hard to stay amped up and motivated.
I don't think that. I think a lot of it was they were distracted. You had your coordinator that just accepted a new job.
Okay.
You had to retain Chris Henry Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like, to me at least, Coach Day, he had the play call sheet in his hand. It looked like to me he was calling the plays.
He wasn't. Brian Hartline was.
You don't.
And I mean, he confirmed that too. So, but it here's the thing. I get the whole distraction stuff. Like, that's valid. Did we do some things in this game to like put ourselves behind the 8 ball? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike the team up north game last year, where we just full blown beat ourselves by doing absolute stupid stuff.
Correct.
This game, Indiana, I mean, they're a great team. They were the number 2 team in the country. They're just that. Kurt Cignetti, he's just the real deal, man. I didn't give them enough respect. I had a lot of respect for Kurt Cignetti. I had some respect for Indiana. I'm like, this is a great team right now. But I didn't have enough respect for him, clearly, because they did everything they needed to do to win that game.
They came out like fighting, man.
They were like, oh, these guys are dumb enough to keep Tager at right guard. We're gonna attack the crap out of that.
Yep.
Oh, these guys are dumb enough to constantly run 13, 14 personnel and have a million tight ends on the field and take their best players off the field. We're going to exploit the hell out of that.
Now, what do you two think about having Lincoln in the short yardage? When we're under center, that's my opinion. I think that he's a dog. Like, think about it. He's an iron bucket. He probably squats somewhere near 500 pounds, I'd imagine, just because he's always in the gym. If someone's legs are collapsing to the point where their knees are hitting the ground, get someone tougher in there that could squat one of those defensive linemen up in the air and push through it.
Well, it's not even about tougher. It's just the fact that they haven't practiced that with Julian. And they've been
maybe
off and on this season. They've been doing stuff like that with Lincoln. So, like, if you're going to do that, A, do it on 3rd down instead of 4th down. Don't be stupid. And B, do it with Lincoln because it's worked with him before. And I find it funny. There's so many Buckeye fans who anytime we've used Lincoln, they've been like, why is he in? Why are we doing that? That's stupid. But then, of course, this doesn't work in this game. And then they're like, oh, well, we should have used Lincoln.
I've always liked using Lincoln.
Well, duh.
Like, there's a reason he's on the team.
Yeah. That was
the run game package.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And he should have done it on third down.
Ryan Day said before the season, like, guys, this will happen.
We're going to
do it. Like, we're going to do it. And just doing it in every situation. If it were up to me, you would use Bo Jackson in most cases. But between Sayin and Keenholz, just throw Keenholz out there. He's the bigger body. He's stronger. He's more athletic. If it were between those two, use Keenholz.
Correct.
All Ryan Day had to do was bench Tegra and Jaden Fielding forever ago, and we're Big Ten champs. That's what it comes down to.
Well, do you think this helps motivate the team?
I'm so sick of the whole, we needed this. We needed to lose to refocus. We needed this. We don't need to lose to learn things.
Well, some teams do. Some teams do. It just depends on the dynamic of the team.
And this team is a defending national champion and shouldn't need that. They learned that lesson last year. Why did we make the same mistakes? Where I gave Day all the credit in the world when we switched running backs, when we knew, okay, Peoples and Donaldson aren't getting it done. We got Bo Jackson and Isaiah West. We need to switch them. That's the move. So we had plenty of film showing Tegra was absolute buns in most situations and like the lowest grade alignment in every game. And we decided, we'll stick with them. Oh, Jaden Fielding, who somebody did the math and he's cost Ryan Day like 5 losses of his 11 alone. Like, why is he still kicking for us then? We know he's not, like, especially pressure situations, he crumbles. Like, how many games do you have to lose because of missed field goals to finally be like, you know what? I'm not going to play that guy anymore, and I'm going to, like, really take it seriously and try to get a really, really good kicker in the portal. Give him whatever money he wants. We'll find the money.
Well,
they got the ball.
We have one. Jackson Cowerville or Corville, however you pronounce it.
And he's good. Who knows? Yeah, and he might be. But we don't know. I can't make that assumption. I need to see somebody who was like at least a Lou Groza finalist at Ohio State. I need that. Whoever's up for the Lou Groza, and if they're in a G5 school and they have eligibility left, if we are not offering them a good amount of money to come here next year, we're not serious. We're just going to keep losing some games like that from time to time when we don't have to.
That pass that he should have made to Bo Jackson out of the backfield. He was open, and that was how the play was designed. I mean, if you threw it right away, he was open. He had 2-step lead on the defender, and that would have been the first down. You wouldn't have needed the field goal, but for some reason he held on to it a little longer. Didn't throw it to Bo Jackson for whatever reason, and then floated it over the middle into coverage to the tight end in the back. I can't remember which tight end it was.
Are you talking about the play before the missed field goal?
Correct.
It was Bennett Christian, who
Christian,
literally, as many have said, shouldn't even be seeing the field. He's not good, at least not yet. And yet we continue to trot him out there, and he continues to be an absolute liability. So, I mean, he reminded us that he can still be the old Ryan Day. We all thought, he completely changed. He's going to be assassin Ryan Day from now on. And he was just like, hold on a minute. I'm still good for a screw up from time to time. Watch me work. So I don't know. It was just a completely distorted mess from start to finish. The second that Sayan's knee hit and they overturned that, I'm like, oh, we lost. I knew we lost from that point because we weren't going to recover from that.
Yeah. I liked a lot of what Saying said today, so I'm just going to play some of it and see what you guys think.
Guys saw what happened last year and saw how we're fueled into the playoffs, and we know we can go do it again. And we know what happened on Saturday, and we know what went wrong. We just got to go fix the mistakes and fix the execution, and so we can be ready for the next game.
All right, so they saw that last year. They saw what they could do. The game necessarily. It doesn't necessarily matter because they still have the major goal winning that national title. They've learned from that experience last year. They were in it. Some of these guys were playing in it. They knew what the grind takes and how to flip it from a negative to a positive. Now, it's not as negative as it was last year, obviously. Like we said earlier, great team. Indiana's a great team. But if you're fixing some of this stuff, if you have Gabe Van Sickle starting at right guard, that's one of the fixes. They had 5 sacks in the first 2.5 quarters. They've given up 6 all year.
And Van Sickle came in, and he was fantastic.
Yes, he was.
Everything went better.
Fantastic.
Minus not scoring a touchdown.
And I hate that whole narrative, though, that this game didn't matter. Like, I understand in the grand scheme of things, we were in the playoff regardless and stuff. Yeah. But, like, we can't, as a fan base, it's the same thing from last year when we lost the team up north. We can't, as a fan base, constantly preach, oh, we have these 3 goals to beat the team up north, to win the Big Ten and win a national championship. And then when one of them doesn't happen, we go, oh, well, that game didn't matter anyway. Like, it matters. And to the players and these coaches, I truly believed it mattered. I just don't think that they came prepared enough for it to come to fruition.
Yeah.
And, you know, whether that's because of the distractions or what, like, you got to know if you're Ryan Day as a head coach, when something like this is happening, where your coordinator's going to go to USF and stuff like that, you got to be like, okay, these things are going to be distractions. I got to figure out a way to mitigate this and get us locked in for this next game, because I see people saying, oh, well, Ohio State didn't show everything. All that stuff. Like, screw that. No, we just came ill prepared, and we didn't come prepared enough for a team that had all of our weaknesses mapped out. We had them on full display all year. We knew what the problems were, and they said, okay, we're going to attack the crap out of these. And that's exactly what they did. And kudos to Indiana. I hope we get them again in the Natty, because we should have won this game by double digits. We should win that game by double digits, having played them now and knowing what went wrong. And there's zero reason on 3rd and 4th downs in crucial moments of a game where Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith should not be on the field. If that happens again and we lose a game because of that, Ryan Day deserves all the criticism in the world for being dumb.
All right.
He's got to stop being dumb and get in his own way.
Yeah.
More from saying.
I think it definitely, lights a fire under you when you lose a game like that. But we're excited about the next matchup, and we'll get it right and get it back on track and get ready to go for the next one.
So, to me, this is everything that you want to hear from your starting quarterback, especially a young one. So he's got all the storylines great. You know, he also talked about, they need to get more efficient, be better in the red zone. If they learn a lot from their team, if they make the changes they need to make, even though they're subtle changes, they're not huge changes like they were last year. It's small things. Start the right offensive guard. Get more powerful in the red zone. Get more creative in the red zone, maybe even. Like that throwback that they did. I mean, where did that come from? That was an awesome play and creative too. But yeah, lining up in the 5 tight ends.
Yeah,
that's just not our strength. Like, use the playmakers that you have. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I mean, there were some plays that we were throwing to tight ends that was like wide open all game. I don't know, but like when you got and I've mentioned this before. There's been a lot of times Brandon Ennis has been open this year, and I think Sayin just hasn't had the rapport with him like he does with Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. That's got to be something that Day recognizes and Sayin recognizes. Be like, how do we get this connection to work better?
Well,
because there's ways to do it.
I think Smith was open a few times, but in the first half, but he was being pressured.
And goodness Christ, Cody, the last play was a Hail Mary to Jeremiah Smith where he caught it with 5 to 6 dudes on him.
Yeah.
So this dude can be quintuple covered and still catch a ball. So just throw
he's down there somewhere.
Yeah, throw it to 4. He's down there somewhere. What the hell are we doing not throwing to this guy?
Yeah, there needs to be more
Tate,
shot.
1 pass thrown his way the entire second half. What does that sound like? Oh, the Natty against Notre Dame where Jeremiah Smith had to wait until that last catch to get the ball in the entire second half.
Yeah, that's
or
bad.
against a team up north where he got 0 targets in the second half. Like, what are we doing? Get your best players the ball.
Do you think?
Stop getting your own way.
Do you think Indiana looks like Oregon of last season?
Yeah,
A little bit.
a little bit.
Their
I can
offense Oregon's offense was way more high powered, but Indiana's is high powered in a very Midwestern way, if that makes sense.
Usually use the run to open up the pass, and they
Yeah.
usually have a strong running game.
They just made
like
the
when-
more explosive plays than us. That's really what it comes down to. Their
like
plays
this.
work. Jermaine Matthews picked a bad day to have a bad day, just like Burke picked a bad day to have a bad day last year against Oregon.
I like this, Brian Griffey. I feel like when we play 2 SEC teams as a warm-up, we will smack them and be playing faster, if that makes sense.
Only one of them will be a warm-up. Georgia's
Yeah.
not going to be a warm-up. We got to be ready for that.
Yeah, Georgia's the real deal. But in Texas A&M, I could see us smashing them.
If you asked me a month and a half ago if Georgia would be a warm-up, I would have said yes. But they've hit their stride, so we just gotta be ready.
Yeah, they look good. It's gonna be nice taking them on and be able to have a redemption.
Do not let Jaden Fielding kick against Georgia. For the love of everything sacred, please, Ryan Day, don't let him kick against Georgia. Please. I beg.
Now
We cannot have another shank against
I
Georgia.
can't
I
remember
can't take it.
who was the kicker that shanked it against Georgia.
Ruggles,
Noah Ruggles.
Ruggles, that's right.
who was automatic.
Yes.
He was unbelievable the entire
He should have won the Groza.
Yeah,
And then he just fell off.
really good. Really good.
Oh, can't even believe it. And that's all he's remembered for now. He wasn't remembered for how good he did this season before.
It would be, Doug. It would be sweet to have a rematch in the Big Ten championship game.
Now, if we have a rematch with them in the Natty,
Mhm.
are we like theoretically 16-0 at that point? Can we claim that because we avenged our only loss? I'm just kidding, of course, but I wanted 16-0 more than I want air to breathe, and of course,
I don't think it works that way, but I would love it.
No, you sort of. It's sort of it. It does. They cancel each other out.
Yeah,
But you get a trophy, a bigger
Yeah.
trophy.
I'll take the bigger trophy at this point.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 out of 3 goals for like the first time since 2019. We've gotten at least 2 of the goals checked off, and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So who do you want? You want Texas A&M or you want Miami?
I want A&M. I want to beat 2 SEC teams on the way to the Natty and then avenge the loss against Indiana. I think that's the perfect path. Miami does nothing for me. Miami fans want that because they want revenge. I mean, the last time we played, they beat us, so there was your revenge back then. We're long past this. They're still holding on to the grudge of a clear pass interference call. Screw Miami. I want A&M because they were the top dog all year until they choked against Texas, and then beat them, beat Georgia, 2 SEC teams in our pocket. Beating Georgia at that point will probably eliminate the entire SEC out of the playoff, of course, because Alabama and Oklahoma are going to play, so one's going to get automatically eliminated. Ole Miss is going to play Georgia, so that's going to eliminate another one. And then Indiana will take care of the garbage on that side. We'll take care of the garbage on this side, meet each other for an all Big Ten natty, and we can tell the SEC to go screw themselves.
Remember when thinking
Off-topic question.
Sure.
Do we think that Notre Dame got gypped?
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
I don't at all.
Absolutely.
I mean, you lose. You're not in the conference number 1. You lose 2 games to start the season.
They won 10 straight.
What did you make up for with it, though? You beat Pittsburgh and USC.
Yeah,
okay.
If we're supposed to put teams in that have a chance to win a national championship, Notre Dame easily is a top 5 team that has a chance to win a national championship if they're in.
Why?
They have the best running back in the country. Their offense greatly improved from the beginning of the season. When you play Miami and A&M first 2 games of the season with the new quarterback, they should have had one of those 2 games won, but you can't fault them for having some struggles early on. And they had Chris Ash come in as DC, and they had to get used to his system a little bit. It's a little bit different than what they had with Al Golden. So they had to get used to that, and they did. They settled in great, and their defense has been playing the best it's been all season at the end.
So who do you take out to put them in?
Alabama. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's not even a question. Alabama in this playoff is an actual joke.
Yes.
They've been playing like crap for 6 weeks. They're bad. They're not good.
100% agree.
But they're in because Alabama and SEC.
Well,
That's
they couldn't hold them out for 2 years in a row. And
they could have. They just won't.
No, they
SEC,
couldn't.
ESPN.
ESPN had to get their money. They had to reinvest in their program.
Oh, well, Steve, it would just be such a bad thing to hold it against them that they had to play in a conference title game. Mind you, Wisconsin, 2017, also had to play a conference title game at 12-0 and lost to Ohio State. And they didn't get that same grace.
They got absolutely.
Gosh.
And it was 4 teams.
They lost by 9 points. That's not absolutely smoked. That's not that bad.
You're talking about 2019?
2017. When they were 12-0 coming into the Big Ten title game, and they got left out because they lost to us by 9 points, while Alabama, who just lost to Auburn and was sitting at home, moved into that 4 spot and got another free handout that they took advantage of that year, of course. So it's like, who are we fooling here? They only did this because it's the SEC and Alabama.
Correct, and they own it. ESPN owns it, and they control the narrative, and they own the college football playoff.
And I like this. I like this comment. Remember thinking Tennessee was a challenge last year.
Yeah.
Well, now it looks like they're going to hire old Jimmy Knowles.
Oh yeah.
They'll have a chewable defense for the foreseeable future.
Well, it's going to take 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take a few years.
Yeah, it'll take 3 years. They're happy about it. They say it's a home run hire. I said,
I've seen nothing but fans that are ecstatic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Penn State did the same thing. It's going to take a while. As complicated as this defense is, it might be great in 3 years, but it's not going to be good the first few years.
Yeah.
The thing was, it worked so well at Ohio State because our defense was so piss poor at the time he came in that any little elevation was great.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
It was an instant upgrade for sure.
Yeah. We gave him more time than Penn State did.
We gave him the full 3 years.
Well, Penn State already had a great defense.
Yeah.
Well,
and he regressed it.
Firing the head coach also didn't help. Yeah. The new head coach wants his system, which I understand.
Boy, against Rutgers and stuff like that, they were just bad.
Awful.
They were very, very bad.
Mr. Bucknuts, he doesn't think the Aggies will beat Miami.
It depends on what Carson Beck you get.
That's true. Yeah, which Carson Beck are you going to get?
Yeah, which Carson Beck are you going to get?
There's about 12 of them.
Yeah, they're all different.
What do you think? So, scoring defense, scoring offense is where I like to look, and then turnover margin is how I like to compare teams the most. Because, you could do total offense, total defense. I don't really care. It matters what points you're putting on the board, obviously. We saw that last week. You can get in the red zone all you want and get a ton of yards, but if you don't punch the ball in, then it doesn't matter.
All right. Scoring offense for A&M is 14th, 20th for Miami. So pretty close. And scoring defense for both here. Let me see. Scoring defense is probably going to be pretty bad for both. A&M is 41st in the country in scoring defense, and Miami is 6th. So Miami has a big edge there.
And I don't know, based on their schedule, if Miami had an easier schedule. Obviously A&M had.
They both had Notre Dame. They both had Notre
Texas.
Dame. Yeah. But A&M got shredded by Arkansas, who couldn't beat Memphis. You know what I mean? Miami could win this game for sure. But
A&M had an easy SEC schedule.
I think it'll be really close.
I think it's a coin toss. It's going to be the best first round game by a long shot.
Yeah.
I don't think that Alabama-Oklahoma game is going to be much of anything. I think Oklahoma wins by 14 plus. Honestly, it's at Norman. It's at Norman. Their defense is dominant.
I like that. That's bold.
Alabama is dog water. They are bad. They have no.
So this was
playoff.
Texas A&M's schedule. UTSA, Utah State. They had that Notre Dame win. Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, Arkansas, which was a close game. LSU they beat pretty good. Then Missouri, South Carolina, which was, again, a close game. Samford, who cares? And then lost to Texas.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean that their defense is bad, which is why I'd love to play them too, because I know that if we come with a good game plan, we will absolutely eviscerate them and embarrass them. It won't be close. Yeah. I see a lot of Buckeye fans be like, oh, well, I don't want to play them because it'll be basically a home game in the Cotton Bowl. Well, we played Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Look how that worked. Right. Who cares?
Yeah, the Buckeyes will travel to still Miami. All right, they started off at Notre Dame. Or no, at home against Notre Dame, got that win. Bethune, who cares? South Florida ended up not being as good a win as we thought. Beat Florida State. Lost to Louisville, which was surprising, but Louisville was hot at the time.
Yeah. Louisville's good for an ups. Jeff Brom's their head coach, the same guy that mollywopped Ohio State with Purdue. I mean, he's good for an upset. So
that one was, I guess, a decent loss.
Yeah.
Stanford, SMU, which was
great team despite not going as far this year.
And then they end the season with Syracuse, NC State, Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
And Pitt is a decent win.
Yeah, they listen, Miami belonged in the playoff, but Notre Dame did too. Notre Dame should have absolutely been at 10. Miami should have been at 9. Alabama has zero reason being in this playoff. And I'm going to root so hard for Oklahoma because I just want them to prove that, hey, these losers never belonged in this thing anyway. But the real way to fix it is to take the group of 5, put them in their own division, and let the big boys play for the big prize. Then you got plenty of room. Vandy could have gone in. Who else? BYU could have got in.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
I don't think BYU deserved it. I mean, they got beat by the best team they played.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Terribly bad both times.
There was other 2 lost teams available to put in this slot instead of wasting it on Alabama. Game of the first round.
No way Bama plays in the Big Ten title game. No, they wouldn't have this year. Not at all.
Yeah. Travis, the Green Wave will right the wrongs of the regular season and send the Rebels out to sea. Boy, that would be funny if that happened. That would cause a lot of issues if Tulane did somehow upset Ole Miss. Then they'd be like, well, see, the group of 5 belongs. See.
And they would say that the SEC doesn't deserve 5 teams in.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be worth it. That would be worth it if the SEC lost to Tulane.
So back to Knowles, Doug was saying Jordan Hancock, Lathan Ramson, Caleb Downs help Knowles' defense function at a high level. Yeah. You got to have the Jimmies and the Joes, or as I say, the Calebs and the Jeremiahs to win titles.
Yeah. If we had Matt Patricia since 2021, we'd have at least one more natty.
We'd have 3 of them. We'd have 3.
Maybe 2, maybe 3. We'd have at least 2022 for sure.
So, talking about coordinators, who do you guys want to replace Hartline?
Chip Kelly.
I mean, receivers coach is easy for me. Just promote Coach Jordan. I think that's the obvious one. And then in Coach Jordan's role, you bring in Santonio Holmes.
I say you bring in Santonio Holmes anyway in that role.
Yeah.
And you go grab Hines Ward.
Yeah.
You get 2 Super Bowl MVPs on the same staff. That kind of equals it out. That gives you kind of some motion still with the wide receivers. Like, oh, I get to be coached by Hines Ward and Santonio Holmes?
Well, let's see. Who are the options for offensive coordinator?
Chip Kelly.
Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yes. I think that's the first place you look.
But I was iffy on Chip Kelly too. So
he was good at Alabama, right?
Yeah, he won national championships down there. He won Super Bowls with the Patriots. Everybody wants to hire. Everybody wants to hire him. Why is he leaving? Oh, he got fired from the Giants. Remember?
He got fired. Okay.
Yeah. He got fired because he was the head coach. He was their head coach.
Yeah, he was a garbage head coach, but he was the guy who fired Wink Martindale. So that's why Ohio State fans want to get him so he could go up against Wink Martindale, OC versus DC, and just constantly, add another narrative to the rivalry.
Yeah, I don't follow football that much.
If Wink Martindale even still has a job after today, so we don't know.
Who knows what's going to happen there?
But no,
No.
Dayball would be my first choice. Then, like I said, I think receivers coach wise, you just promote Coach Jordan. And then assistant, bring in, like you said, Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes, any of those guys.
I want Santonio Holmes here anyway. He only has like this year of head or coaching experience.
This is
anyway.
his first year as a coach.
Yeah, but
if you put him in the assistant role, who cares?
bring him home.
Who cares?
Bring him home. He can help recruit. They'll be like, there's got to be kids that are in high school right now who know who Santonio Holmes is. He didn't.
I would
His
hope so.
career didn't last long, but all you got to do is Google him.
Yeah.
Signetti him.
Yeah, like Signetti said, Google me.
Yeah. You'll see the greatest Super Bowl catch probably ever.
Oh.
Well, I won't say that. The one that the Giants had on the Patriots was pretty good.
David Tyree.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Day will make the right hire. He outside of Coombs, he's been really good at hiring and that's going to be a very sought after spot. I would argue it's more sought after of a job than the team up north's head coaching position. So
what would you guys think about JT Barrett? He's currently,
I want him to come home eventually. I don't know if he's ready for OC though. I
He's
want
current-
him back in Columbus.
He's the quarterback's coach for the Bears.
Chicago Bears, yeah. Go Pack, go, baby.
Previously, he was an offensive assistant for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he's
I
been at
don't know.
2 horrible places. Yep.
I don't know that you get him without offensive coordinator experience unless he's been on your staff and promoted from within.
Sure.
So yeah, I think he needs just some play calling experience.
We could promote Tyler Bowen, the OC, too. He has
That's
OC
true.
experience.
He does.
Good point.
Whether it's great or not,
Mhm.
Would you
I don't know.
keep his title as O-line coach?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
think
think,
he does.
despite what happened in this last game, I think he's done a great job this year recruiting.
Oh,
and
he
developing.
has. He has.
There's just been dumb decisions made in keeping one particular guy on the line. That was the only caveat.
He's 30 times the recruiter that Fry was. Now,
Yes.
coaching wise, I think Fry's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
But that's why he fit the NFL, because he didn't have to recruit. He just had to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
I think you have to go with the Saban model. You get an NFL assistant coach or someone that had been a head coach, and they didn't quite work out, and they need a little bit more experience before they go off and become a head coach again. So Chip Kelly makes sense. Brian Daboll makes sense to me. I'm trying to think of any other offensive head coaches that were fired recently that would make sense too, because I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I've
just
seen
aren't
people say
employed.
Joe Brady too, which
And they're saying
Wouldn't-
that for Michigan job too.
wouldn't hate it.
Tommy Reese.
God no. Keep him far away from my program, please. God, don't let that happen. You can stay in Cleveland and rot.
Yeah.
Go
You know
back
what?
to Notre Dame and yell at your quarterback there.
You know what? I kind of like him.
job.
As a Browns guy, I kind of like him.
You kind of like them?
Yeah, Stefanski though. Stefanski's got to go.
Hey, keep him in Cleveland then. Make him the
Hey.
Browns head coach.
You know what? We put up 31 points. That's all I know. I know
Hey.
it was against the Titans.
So
you
more of the good news for the Buckeyes. A lot happened. The on-3 All-Americans came out, and we were just loaded up. Arvell Reese, K-Mac, Jeremiah Smith, Caden Curry finally got some recognition he deserved, and Caleb Downs. Wow.
Yeah.
That defense is representing on that.
Curry's a junior. Do we think he comes back?
No shot.
I
You
don't
don't think so?
think he should based on how good he's been.
If we win the Natty, though, there
It's
might be a way
possible.
to put up some NIL to get a lot of these guys to maybe come back to go for 3.
See,
I mean,
I've heard rumors about Downs. No way.
Yeah.
No chance.
Downs is kind of hinted
No
at maybe it's a
chance.
possible, but I don't think it is either.
See, Arvell, he's been cold recently, but I still think he'll go.
Yeah. I would love
Plus-
to keep a lot of those guys. That would
I
be
think,
fantastic. With that schedule next year, please stay.
If you
K-Mac.
could look it up, ESPN just put out today a new
think we
draft
have-
list.
We have
there
like
were 3
4.
Buckeyes in the top 10, I think.
It was
Downs,
McDonald.
Downs, McDonald, Sayin, and Styles.
Well, it wouldn't be saying.
No, you meant
Sayin, not saying. Jeez.
Yeah.
Styles, Downs.
Curry?
No.
McDonald.
It was K-Mac and somebody else.
Tate.
Oh, and Tate.
Yeah.
Tate. Good
That's
Lord.
right.
Yeah, it was Tate.
Yeah, Tate's going first round for sure.
Oh, yeah. I hope he's in Cleveland.
I hope he's not.
And then everyone's watching our Buckeyes.
We'll still beat you.
Hey, listen, we choked that game away, sir. We choked that game away. You can have one, all right, but as long as we win the Super Bowl, that's all I give a damn about.
Hey, you never know.
All eyes are on the Buckeyes, the top 3 rated college football games this season: Michigan, Indiana, and Texas.
See, all I see there,
surprise.
I see all the haters that want us to lose, all the hate watches.
Yeah. People on Instagram were making fun of me for saying that we're the most watched team, and they were like, "Well, look at this. Ohio State only shows up twice on this like 20 most watched games list. Like, obviously, Bama's a more watched team because they show up more on here." I'm like, okay, but I'm talking about like the most watched games. We're at the top. We're the common denominator. Y'all are watching because you hate us, and we're watching because we got so many of us that we're watching. Like, we bring in the views, baby.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, that's why Fox has done so well. I mean, they got that Ohio State Michigan game from the jump.
And that's why they milk us dry.
For sure.
You know what needs to happen?
They did give us a night game. It was again on the road in Indianapolis.
Yeah. You know what needs to happen, though?
What?
There needs to stop being this like segregation of certain conferences with certain networks. It just needs to be like it is with the NFL, where all networks cast both the NFC and AFC. There's no biases there.
Well, I think we're locked into that deal for quite a while.
I know. Thanks.
That was Gene.
Gene Smith.
That was Gene.
Well, I also think that they should just bid on each game, like each week.
Because if you eliminate the ties to like ESPN and the SEC and stuff, sure there might be some bias left over still, but then
it'll go away exponentially.
Yeah, it'll lessen a lot.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Joe Klatt, he was defending Michigan during the allegations. He'll probably go on his podcast and defend Sherrone Moore.
No, I don't think that'll happen.
I don't know.
That bridge is past. He defends whoever is the supreme team in the Big Ten at the time, and he always will because that's the cash cow for the year.
He did defend Michigan during the whole cheating.
Yeah,
stupidly
and then he changed his mind last year.
I saw him after the Texas game. I almost said something, especially since my Twitter header, my background.
Really?
I did not. Temple Brutus, I actually haven't even written that yet. I'll get it out tomorrow.
He actually called me Insecure Alex on his show once and put a tweet of mine up on his screen.
Joel did?
Yep. It's my Twitter header background.
Which one was it? I do remember that happening, but I can't remember what you said.
I was talking about, I think it was their schedule or something. Hold on. Yeah, I said, I tagged, because it was on a post of Joel's. I said they played an average ranked offense of 100. They look better because of playing a much worse schedule. And he called me Insecure Alex because I was an Ohio State fan.
I'll bet you wear that like a badge. Of honor.
I wanted to be on. I emailed the show. I said I would love to be on your show to talk about it. They wouldn't get me on. They didn't want the smoke.
Yeah. Did they even respond back?
They didn't respond back at all.
Where's the championship belt?
It's up back there.
I love that championship belt. That was awesome. Good play. Good play.
Yeah, I can't bring it out because we got beat, so we don't deserve it. They're lucky I'm even wearing this for this show right now. Usually after a loss, I don't wear anything Ohio State for a week. I
just a blanket.
Yeah, I cleanse myself for a week.
Dude, I mean, Indiana's a great team.
They are.
We got to. Their defense
was a heck of a game.
97.1 said it the best. It's like it's still because of the fact that there's a mental thing about Indiana and being like, but we lost to Indiana. Like,
it's still tough. That's a tough.
But they are great, so I have to keep reminding myself that
they're not program.
They're not the worst team in the Big Ten anymore.
Didn't
you know?
Wasn't it Urban Meyer said that it's a miracle?
It really is. I mean, this team was literally barely a 3-win team 2 years ago, and like 2 of their wins, they had to go to overtime to get it. One was double overtime, I think. So they were bad. Like what Kirk Cinetti has done is unheard of, and I
best
get
coaching job of all time.
Like NIL era has helped a lot in portal stuff too, but yeah.
But how much money are they even like hauling in?
They have Mark Cuban as an alum.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
They also have
that's one.
They also have the second largest alumni association in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah. They got a lot of wealthy people. Mark Cuban's just one of the notable ones. So and he's willing, as a sports guy, he's been more than willing to put in money towards it. And it's only going to keep getting better because he sees results. Because as we see on Shark Tank, if the investment's good, he'll keep investing in it.
He didn't trade Luka Doncic.
Yeah. He was not a part of that. And he looked at that and said, well, this guy's an idiot. Why did I entrust the team with this dude?
Old Nico. But no, I mean, Cignetti has definitely earned my respect. He's always been cocky, and I thought that, but he's actually like spoken what he said into existence. He said
David Greenshield scum is dirty. There's some dirty guys up there, man. Everything that's happening with that program is just one thing after another. The list just keeps growing.
Like I said, 11 guys.
I just pray that this loss to Cignetti in Indiana is just like the final thing Day needs to learn from, and to like coming in without distractions, coming in well prepared, like needing to just, he kept saying like, when it's the time to turn up the gas, we will.
We will. Yeah.
It was time to turn up the gas, and you barely got the match to spark. Like, it can't happen like that. Like if we lost and just got beat, like the other team just prepped better than we did. We gave it everything we had. Like, okay, I could stomach that. But when I see the similar mistakes from last year's Team Up North game put into this, and this time I could stomach it a little better because Indiana is a great team. I'm like, boy, there's a mugshot. Shut up.
Yes, we need to find that.
Shut up.
I'm hoping that's real, but I doubt it.
Shut up.
Probably AI generated.
Oh my God, please.
It's got to be all over Twitter if it's.
Oh
if
my
it's
God, please.
Real.
It does look. No, that's got to be That's got to be generated.
No,
that's got to be generated.
Did you put it up to the screen?
Yeah, it might be real.
Yeah.
I can't tell anymore. Oh, somebody in the comments put Kirk Barton's mugshot up there.
That's actually kind of funny.
You know what? Put them in the same prison. See what happens.
Boy,
not funny what they both did.
But I will say, if there is a mugshot, it probably would be up by now. Usually, that's like made public very quickly.
Yeah.
Boy,
what was the source?
What a weird day.
Let me check the source.
Did you get that off Twitter, you said?
Yeah. A bunch of people are posting it.
And I saw it on Instagram, so it must be real.
It is funny though. The last moment of Sherrone Moore's career was him bending the knee to Ryan Day. and Ryan Day saying, "Get your players off my field."
Players off my field.
Yes, master.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny how things because Ryan Day, I mean, national title winning coach.
That might be real because his stuff is already
his charges.
The criminal report, the record.
What did it say?
It doesn't. This only shows like his name, his full name, age, gender, all that stuff, and it says in custody as of December 10th, 9:40 p.m. in the Washtenaw Corrections Division, and he got booked at 8:30. So it doesn't show much more than that.
I think it's real. That's crazy.
Oh man,
crazy.
If that's the real mugshot, that's living on in infamy forever. Oh boy.
In some ways, man, I feel bad for Michigan, but after they got away with the cheating, I just don't. What is it? What?
Interviewed Chip Kelly for the Open OC. Georgia Tech.
We might have to make a move real quick.
Georgia Tech did?
No.
Yeah, Georgia Tech did.
After the reports that came out that he wasn't calling his own plays, or he was calling incorrect plays.
He won a natty with us though.
In his own offense. I don't know.
Our offense was a lot more explosive last year than this year. I think we can all agree.
I mean, yeah. I think that I could put
except for the one
out,
game.
I could put myself out there and we could go win a natty, but still.
I guess we'll see who we hire then. Did you guys see this tweet of Sherrone Moore's from 2012 though?
Yeah.
No, what was it? What does it say?
Bet there are some ladies out there tonight.
Bet there are some sore ladies out there.
Sore ladies out there right now.
I don't know the context of it, but everybody's putting it out there.
Have you seen everyone playing Mr. Brightside?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they play that song against next year, they have no shame. They have no shame.
They can't play that anymore.
They can't. They got to change it.
That's done.
What was the lyric that everyone was posting?
It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this?
It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wolverine fans want Connor Stallions back right now.
Oh, goodness gracious.
They're calling for it.
No shame.
Yeah, bring him back. He's going to be head coach.
What happens to Kerry Coombs and stuff now?
Make him the head coach. Make Alfred the OC.
Yeah, they got Biff at interim.
Yeah.
They should just hire Biff, honestly.
Yeah,
they looked better when he was their head coach. Just hire him. Why not?
I will see how he does in the interim, I guess. In the
Hammer Martindale.
I mean, they got to make a move. They're gonna be losing recruits. This transfer portal, it's open.
John Gruden.
They want John Gruden too, and I was just like,
everyone wants John Gruden. He's been rumored for the past 20 years.
Coach O.
He would only take an SEC job.
That would be awesome. That would be great. That would fit Coach O.
Go Wolverines.
Michigan could really use that extra $30 million in their coaching search right about now. Yeah, true.
Oh,
true.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been seeing so many just funny tweets today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, some of the one-liners our fan base has come up with has been incredible, and people have literally looked at who Sherrone Moore follows on his Instagram and see he follows a lot of OnlyFans models. And
he does not follow his wife. He doesn't follow his wife.
And one of the OnlyFans models is a notable Wolverine fan. And I tweeted out after I saw the list. I said $50 that he's been in her DMs, and she goes, "You should have bet more money because he absolutely was." I was like,
I saw that.
I was like, "Let's go!"
Listen, hey, I said he's talking about Ryan Day being on third base. He got to third base with
whatever her name was.
He got to third base and knocked it up.
Yeah. He hit a home run.
More than third base. Hit that out of the park.
Yeah. Game 7 World Series.
Yeah. Somebody was safe to say Sherrone Moore has reached third base.
If Michigan, this is a good point. If Michigan was in the playoff, would Michigan have waited till after the playoffs to fire him? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
100,000%. Absolutely. If they beat us, this would be under the rug.
Yeah.
Unless somebody from the inside leaked it. Apparently it was getting leaked anyway, but this really only got leaked after they lost to us. Convenient timing per usual.
It would have been just a matter of time before he was gone anyway, after Ryan Day got over the hump with Michigan. Because let's be honest, he's going to be beating them the next 2, 3, 4 years.
I don't know. They gave Harbaugh 10 years.
You said he isn't following his wife?
I don't think so.
The wife is following the mistress on Instagram.
What?
They follow each other.
So he had to have known her for quite a while then.
Yeah, she's been there since at least like
Oh, you
2022.
knew who the mistress was?
Yeah, they know who the mistress
They know
is.
who the mistress is. They have a picture of her.
And last
I didn't
year,
see a name.
last year she got a 55% raise out of nowhere.
I saw that. Did someone look that up actually? Because it's public information.
I think it was
It's public record. She went.
It was in our group chat.
Yeah, she went from $55,000 to $90,000 out of nowhere. It kept the same job title, by the way.
No promotion. Just a raise.
Monica Lewinsky,
My
2.0.
goodness.
Unreal.
We
What
don't
a
do
day.
that. We don't do that here in Columbus.
What a day. Like, this happens. Jim Knowles gets let go from Penn State, you know. Grass ain't always greener, baby. Grass ain't always greener.
Nope.
I didn't know if we were going to have a lot of information to talk about for a show today. And all of a sudden, this just hits.
God bless us of some mysterious ways, Steve.
Yep.
God bless us of some mysterious ways.
Knowles gets
Now we
hired.
just got to win an Addy.
Knowles
Well,
gets hired. The more stuff drops.
I saw someone post.
That's why I didn't write Buckeyes in the big league, because I knew that we would have a bunch of talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's second fiddle, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because Cody didn't write the NFL piece.
See, I'm a visionary. I knew. But if you do want to read it, it will be out tomorrow. Promise.
So how is Michigan going to spin this around to be like they still have the moral high ground?
They'll bring up the Urban thing, the Tressel thing, the Zach, you know, they'll bring it all up.
They'll bring up the Kirk Barton stuff.
They'll bring bring up that too. And you know,
That's
it's
fair.
just
One's fair. That was pretty bad.
But
like he I don't know.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
But he wasn't on staff.
The Jim Tressel thing was the most overpunished, overblown thing of all time in NCAA history, as we all know.
Oh, 100%.
Who isn't an Ohio State hater and who isn't a Wolverine fan? The Urban Meyer thing, that was already a lot of that was proven false forever ago too. Like even the Zach Smith's ex-wife's mother was calling her crazy and telling everybody.
Yeah, that was complete BS.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like our scandals have been overblown because media outlets have they love to make us the villain, and
they know they'll get the views.
Yeah, and then it's like they have actual stuff.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Coach Tressel is one of the nicest people that I've had the pleasure of meeting. Unbelievable.
The only thing he was ever guilty of was loving his players too much, to not let them face consequences. He took it for him. 10
years later, it's legal. Yeah. What they're doing is legal.
Yeah. If I'm Ohio State, I'm telling the NCAA, hey, we're reinstating those wins, and what you say about it doesn't matter. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Nothing now.
Exactly. We'll just be like, okay, well, we'll fight you in court for it. And we'll probably win.
Yeah, and this is a good point. Their writers covered up so much stuff.
So much.
I mean, like covered up for pedophiles.
Yeah, you saw the Sam Webb thing about this very thing like a week and a half ago. He was saying these salacious rumors that have been unfortunately presented as facts. It's like, come on, man. Like, people pay for your to read your posts and stuff on 24/7 Sports. If 24/7 Sports continues to have that guy employed, they have no integrity.
And you know, he put out a breaking news about this situation. Turned off his comments.
Yeah, he is a coward. He is a coward, and he's been wrong. Like if he was playing baseball and all this information with the cheating scandal and stuff was involved, he's batting under 100. He shouldn't even be in the major leagues batting anything. He should be in like single A.
He's the Houston Astros and he's banging a trash can.
Yeah, like he is awful at his job. And I don't understand how 24/7 Sports doesn't say, you're an embarrassment to our company. I'm sorry, we got to cut ties.
Yeah.
Like they should. Like
He wouldn't be employed at college football backers. I can
exactly.
Tell you
If he was on college football backers and you guys didn't fire him, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, do you want to be taken seriously? You can't have a guy like that on staff anywhere. He's terrible. Terrible.
Well, let's get back to this. So Ohio State runs the table, meets Indiana in the championship game. What do you think the score is going to be?
Well, by that point, if we have beaten A&M, presumably in Georgia, we're definitely going to play Georgia if we get that far. I have no doubt. Which, by the way, it's funny that a lot of Georgia fans are bitching that they're not 2 seed instead of 3 when they get an easier path to the semis where they're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, it is what it is. But at that point, I assume we have figured out whether Brian Hartline is calling plays or not, if he's even still with us or not, and that we have gotten our shit together by that point. So if we're at that point and we have beaten mighty Georgia for the first time in our program's history, I fully expect that we will come into that game knowing what we did and rectifying the mistakes. And I would say we win somewhere along the lines of like 27-10.
I just looked it up. We beat Oregon by 20 the second time.
Yeah. And it was 34-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah. It ended up being like 41-21, I saw.
Yeah. We got a little lazy on defense towards the end.
Yeah.
It's not the same team.
Yeah. But
no, it isn't. It isn't.
But if you make the same adjustments, that's going to be the interesting spot. You did have that very, very senior laden response to a bad moment. And I think that drove it. If they can replicate that even a little bit, I would go with like a 24-14-ish.
This defense still hasn't given up over 16 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To that offense. We kept that offense to 13 and still couldn't win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we should have by double digits.
And Sane said today, it was obviously on the offense. The defense did their part.
Yeah, they did, except Jermaine Matthews. I can't give him any credit. He had a really awful
He had
day.
a bad game. But
he got cooked by a wide receiver 3. That's all.
He had a bad game. But also, again, they scored 13 points.
Yeah.
That was surprising by me because he's just played outstanding all year.
Yeah. And he's the guy who brings out the belt, does all the antics. I hope he's like locked in.
A little humbled.
Yeah, a little humbled.
But yeah, I mean, if we do reunite, I could see it being like a 27-14, maybe.
Yeah. It'll still be a good game for a bit, but I feel like if we just fix God, having Van Sickle in against them would fix things a lot.
And he looked phenomenal.
Yeah. Because we were running the ball decent, when he was in, especially. So
who do you think the top 3 teams are in the playoffs right now?
The teams that are the 1, 2, and 3 seeds.
Do you?
Yeah. I still think we're the best team in this playoff. I think it's Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia.
We just have to go prove it.
I could see Oregon. being number 3.
No, they're not as good. I don't think they're quite as good this year.
I think if they play Indiana again, it'll be the same result. They'll stifle Dante Moore. I mean, they're going to be without that wide receiver of theirs.
That's
the Carrion Moore or whatever.
Oh, DeCorian Moore, and then they also are they getting the other one back?
I don't know.
For the playoffs?
I have no clue. And Indiana also lost a key part to why they won Saturday night.
Yes, I forgot about that.
They lost that defensive lineman because he got injured celebrating, something Buckeye fans know all too well, unfortunately.
Yep.
So that's a big loss for them.
Was that Steven Davis? Is that his name?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Now, Buckeye boys, they put out a tweet, and it was cryptic, but it was something about Tegra getting hurt. That he hurt himself pretty badly.
Recently.
Yeah, recently, today. I don't know if
today?
Buckeye boys. I don't know if can one of you check that? Go to Buckeye boys.
Yeah, let me look. God, I hope that's a real mugshot.
This was 10 hours ago. It was their third most recent tweet on Buckeye boys.
God, if I can get to work. Buckeye boys. Okay.
On Twitter.
Their most recent tweet.
Third most.
Prayers for Tegra Van Sickle, the official starter. Googly eyes.
I don't think that means he's hurt. I think it just means.
I mean,
Like prayers for his mental health or something.
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know.
Like sucks that you got benched for somebody better.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of a joke. Van Sickle's now the starter. It was just kind of a play on words.
Well, listen, we're going to know how serious we are about this natty run if we see Tager or Van Sickle in against either A&M or Miami, and if we see Jaden Fielding lining up for a field goal in any crunch time moment if we need it. If he lines up, if we're only up against Georgia by 3 and they score late and then we need a field goal to win or something like that, whatever the case may be, might as well kiss that trophy goodbye.
I think we're gonna see Gabe Van Sickle.
Yes.
But I don't know.
I don't think we're gonna see a backup kicker.
I don't think we're gonna see the backup kicker.
You know, because again, I agree with you about Van Sickle because he's actually played, but we've never seen Corville or whatever his name is. We haven't seen him in a Buckeye uniform, so
I get it, but like,
I mean, that would be hard.
We had better beat these teams by enough to where a field goal is not needed.
Temple of Brutus.
Oh yeah,
Big Ten teams in the semifinal would be epic.
It shouldn't have
shit talking.
It's got to happen. If that happens and we eliminate Georgia, boy, like SEC, I mean,
they're done.
Are they going to be able to continue to even talk to us at that point?
They should only have 2 teams.
It just means more.
That happens.
More. Yeah. By the way, I love how Ed Orgeron just basically flat out admitted, yeah, oh yeah, we paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did say that.
Everybody in the SEC did.
Yeah. What was his exact quote? You used to have to bring money through the back door. Now you can just bring it through the front door.
In front.
That was hilarious.
So is the NCAA going to launch an investigation and vacate that?
Probably not.
Absolutely not.
That's a lot of ineligible players.
Yeah.
By rule.
From 20 years ago. I don't know.
No, for 2019 was 6 short years ago.
We have to wait a whole nother week and a half for football.
I might die.
More than that. Well, for any football, yeah. But for us, we got to wait 21 more days. So.
Yeah. 21 more days for us, yeah.
We got the Browns on Sunday.
Yeah, we're talking college football, man.
I mean, I'm a Packers fan, so I'm pretty good right now. But
Army Navy, there we go. Something to look forward to.
That's this weekend.
Yeah.
That's always a fun one.
And guess what?
Navy wins by a lot.
DJ will be there on the field, sideline pass, and in the press box. So that's going to be pretty cool, watching him cover the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bowls start soon. So, start soon. So Northwestern plays someone on the 13th. Wow, Saturday.
Yeah, I'd like to just really brush off my shoulders because back in August, I told Dave Portnoy and other Wolverine fans that they'd go 9-3 at best and make the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. They call me Nostradamus. I'm very psychic. And yeah. So I just want to know from Wolverine fans after that bowl game when they lose, I just want to know if a year's supply of Cheez-Its is on the line for the winner.
Wait,
that's all I want to know.
I don't even remember who they're playing.
Texas.
Oh.
Yeah. Texas should win that game very comfortably.
That's going to be a fun game to watch.
We'll see. But
we'll see who
have their head coach.
Yeah. Apparently their odds at Vegas got better because Sherrone Moore's not there. So
how many times there has to be a record for the percentage of interim coaches that have coached a team in 2 years?
Oh, they've broken those. Yeah. We don't even have to look.
They just keep breaking them.
Yeah.
Break their own record.
Like 7 arrests, not even including Alex Ude on that. Like
who should have gotten arrested.
4 suspensions.
Who should be in prison.
Yeah.
Why did Alex Ude not get arrested?
Who knows?
Who knows? Probably because they were like, well, I think he's got some special needs, I think. And maybe they were like, I don't know. Who knows?
Boise State
But
and
that
Washington
should be an excuse.
too. All right. Well, I think we've about covered everything, including a lot of Michigan news. Not something I thought we would talk about today. But I don't know. I guess we'll do this next Wednesday. We'll go over a little bit of the bowl games and start getting ready. Start talking more about either Texas A&M or Miami. We'll have to talk about both next week.
Yeah, definitely previewing both of them. And obviously, this is the first time Ohio State's going to have to start postseason prep against two different opponents. They're going to have to look at both until one of them, becomes the actual opponent, and then they focus on that one from there. So it's going to be new waters for Ryan Day navigating this one.
For sure.
Yep.
So. All right. Well, until then, we'll be back next week. God bless. Take care. Adios. OH.
The Bucks, baby.